Hello students and good morning. So now I am doing class for class 12 science. The topic is the same topic that we were doing in the last online class, that is we'll continue this chapter, that is integration by parts. So today is the continuation class of this chapter, integration by parts. So exercise 7, same exercise, that is exercise 7, page number 381, 5 mark section from the book Higher Mathematics for class 12 by S.N. Day. Right, so let's do this question. So this question is not from the book, that is now we will do integration of this type, that is integration of e to the power ax cos bx dx. We will do this question here in the class and you can do this at home. So this is your homework, right? So this is same as this problem, but here it is given integral sine e to the power ax, and instead of cos bx there is sine bx dx. So this is your homework, right? So now let's do this integration. So integration of e to the power ax cos bx dx. Let us evaluate this integration. So now let us write down here I is equal to integration of e to the power ax then cos bx dx, right? So now in this case, this is integration of the product of two different functions. You have to integrate it with respect to x, but it is the integration of the product of two different functions, okay? So now in this case you have to use integration by parts. So you know that first of all you have to check which is the first function and which is the second function. So how can you check it? You know that word liet or islet, right? So e to the power ax is the exponential function, that is your e, and cos bx is the trigonometric function, that is t. So this is exponential function, this is trigonometric function, this is t and e. Okay, so among these two letters t and e, which letter comes first in the word liet or islet? You know that t comes first, isn't it? That means cos bx is the first function and e to the power ax is the second function, right? So let us use integration by parts. So here cos bx is the first function and e to the power ax is the second function. So therefore I is equal to, the first function is taken outside, that is cos bx integration of e to the power ax dx, then write down minus sign, integration of second bracket, so it is d by dx of cos bx integration of e to the power ax dx, then second bracket is closed, then you can write dx. So this is integration by parts, that is the formula for integration by parts is this one, right? Now let us first integrate e to the power ax dx. So what is integration of e to the power ax dx? It is e to the power ax divided by a into cos bx, right? So minus integration of, what is d by dx of cos bx? So it is minus sine bx into, what is the differentiation of bx with respect to x? That is your b, into what is integration of e to the power ax? E to the power ax divided by a, then what do we write? dx. So I think you have understood it, okay? So now in the next step, or now this is e to the power ax into, this is cos bx divided by a. Minus into minus, this is plus. So which is constant out here? That is b by a, which is free from x. So b by a is a constant, so you can write it outside integration sign. So integral sign, then what do we write? E to the power ax into sine bx dx. Now again, this is the integration of the product of two different functions. Again you have to use integration by parts, okay? So again e to the power x is the exponential function, that is e. Sin bx is a trigonometric function, that is t. So which letter comes first in the word liet? You know that this t comes first in the word liet and then e comes, isn't it? So sin bx is the first function and e to the power ax is the second function. So or I is equal to e to the power ax into cos bx divided by a plus b by a within third bracket. Let us use integration by parts here. So sin bx, you can take it outside, integral sin e to the power ax dx minus integration of second bracket. This is d by dx of what? It is sin bx integration of e to the power ax dx, second bracket closed dx, then third bracket is closed. So now this e to the power ax sin bx, they are integrated by parts. Is that clear? So now in the next step, let us simplify it further. Or I is equal to, so which is the first function here? This is e to the power ax cos bx divided by a, right? Plus b by a, now within third bracket. Let us integrate first. So what is integration of e to the power ax? It is e to the power ax divided by a into, now what is sin bx is kept as it is, so you have to write sin bx. So sin bx is kept as it is, then you have to write minus sin minus integration of, what is d by dx of sin bx? You know that it is cos bx into b. You know that this is cos bx into b. Is that clear? So then integration of cos bx into b. Okay, so it's not integration, you can integrate it. So you can integrate e to the power ax, isn't it? What is the integration of e to the power ax? It is e to the power ax divided by a, right? So integration of d by dx of sin bx is cos bx into b. Then what is the integration of e to the power ax dx? It is e to the power ax divided by a. Then you have to write dx here. So third bracket is closed. So I think you have understood it. So let us open this bracket. Let us multiply this expression by b by a, or I is equal to e to the power ax cos bx divided by a, right? Then plus b e to the power ax divided by a square sin bx, okay? Then plus into minus, minus, plus into minus, minus, right? So this is also b by a. So b by a is constant, you can take it outside, integration sign. So you have to multiply this b by a by b by a. That is your b square upon a square, right? Then integration of, what do we write here? E to the power ax into cos bx dx. So I think you have understood it, okay? Now again, this is integration of the product of two different functions. Again, this is integration of the product of two different functions, that is e to the power ax into cos bx dx, okay? Again, will you integrate it by parts? Again, will you integrate it by parts? So if you integrate it by parts, then again you will get e to the power x sin bx. Again, if you integrate that e to the power x sin bx, you will get e to the power x cos bx. It will never end. Is that clear? So now, instead of integration of e to the power ax cos bx dx, you can write I now. Okay? So here, e to the power ax cos bx dx is equal to what? This is I. Okay? So instead of this integration, you can write I. So, or I is equal to, now let us find out the LCM here. LCM is a square. So this LCM is divided by a. Then a square divided by a is a. So it is a e to the power ax cos bx plus. Again this a square is divided by a square, that is 1. So it is b e to the power ax. So this is sine bx. Is that clear? Next, minus b square by a square into, now instead of this integration you can write I. Okay, so now in this case you have to get the value for I. So let us keep the terms containing I on the left hand side. Okay, so or I plus b square by a square into I is equal to, so this minus b square by a square into I is taken to the left hand side, so it is plus sign. Okay, now there is common here. What is common here? E to the power ax is common here, so within bracket what do we get? A cos bx plus b sine bx. It is b sine bx, right? So this whole divided by a square. So I think you have understood it. Okay, so what is common here? I is common within bracket 1 plus b square by a square bracket closed is equal to, this is LCM a square, so numerator e to the power ax within bracket a cos bx plus b sine bx bracket closed. So I think you have understood it. Okay, so let us simplify it further now. Let us simplify it. So we can simplify it further now. Or I within bracket. Within bracket, what's the LCM? LCM is a square plus b square, right? So which is equal to e to the power ax within bracket a cos bx plus b sine bx bracket closed, whole divided by a square is there, right? So from both the sides and from the denominator you can cancel a square. Or what is the value for I? E to the power ax within bracket a cos bx plus b sine bx, this whole divided by, so it is cross multiplied by a square plus b square. So you can write in the denominator a square plus b square. So we have integrated it. So in the answer you have to write plus c, which is a constant of integration. So this is the final answer. So I think you have understood it. So you can copy it. So similarly you can do this problem. So this is your homework. Okay, so instead of cos bx there is sin bx. So you can do it at home. So you can copy it. Now we'll do the next question. So now, similarly, with the help of previous problems, you can do this question number 12 and question number 13. So these two are your homework. Okay, these two problems are your homework, right? So now let's do this type of problem now. That is integration of a to the power mx cos bx dx. So here also let us write I is equal to integration of a to the power mx cos bx dx. Okay, so now in this case a to the power mx you can take it as exponential function, cos bx you can take it as trigonometric function. Okay, so cos bx is trigonometric function and a to the power mx, it may be exponential function, it may be algebraic function. You may take this a to the power mx as the first function here and cos bx as the second function. Or you may take cos bx as the first function and a to the power mx is the second function. So I want to tell you that if there is integration of the product of exponential function and trigonometric function, you can take any one of these two functions as the first function and the other function as the second function. So if you have only integration of the exponential function and the trigonometric function. Is that clear? So if there is integration of the product of trigonometric function and exponential function, you can take any one of these two functions as the first function and the other one as the second function. Is that clear? Or you can use that word liet or islet. Clear? So now in this case, this a to the power mx, you can take it as algebraic function or exponential function. And cos bx is a trigonometric function. So in this case, if you take a to the power mx as algebraic function and cos bx is trigonometric function, this is a and this is t. In the word liet or islet, a comes first. That means a to the power mx will be the first function and cos bx will be the second function. Okay? But if you take a to the power mx as exponential function e and cos bx as trigonometric function, that is t. So in the word liet or islet, t comes first. That means cos bx is the first function and a to the power mx will be the second function. So in this case, either you can take a to the power mx as the first function and cos bx as the second function, or you may take cos bx as the first function and a to the power mx as the second function. Okay? So we may take a to the power mx as the first function or second function and cos bx as first function or second function. So if you take a to the power mx as the first function, cos bx will be the second function. If you take a to the power mx as the second function, cos bx will be the first function. Okay? So let us take this a to the power mx as the first function in this case. A to the power mx is the first function and cos bx is the second function. Is that clear? So let us take it outside. Or I is equal to, this is your a to the power mx, first function, integration of cos bx dx, then minus integration of second bracket d by dx of what? A to the power mx, then integration of cos bx dx, second bracket close, dx. So in this case, we have taken a to the power mx as the first function and cos bx as the second function. So accordingly, it is integrated by parts. Okay? So now next, let us simplify it. Or I is equal to a to the power mx into, what is integration of cos bx? It will be sin bx. What is integration of cos mx? What is integration of cos mx? It is sin mx divided by m. That is differentiation of which function is cos bx. It will be sin bx divided by b. Is that clear? Next, minus, what is integration of dy dx of a to the power mx? It is integration of dy dx of a to the power mx is a to the power mx into log a base e into, what is the differentiation of mx? It is m, right? Thus similarly, what is integration of cos bx? It is sin bx divided by b. Then what do we write here? We can write here dx. So I think you have understood it. Okay? So or now this is I is equal to a to the power mx. This is sin bx divided by b, right? Then minus sign. So which is constant here? M log a base e constant. This is m log a base e is constant divided by b. Then integration of a to the power mx into sin bx dx. Is it clear now? So now in this case, m log a base e divided by b is constant. It is taken outside and it is integration of a to the power mx into sin bx dx. Okay? So now in the next step, again you have to integrate it by parts. So in this case, since a to the power mx is taken as the first function and cos bx is taken as the second function, let us take it again, a to the power mx as the first function and sin bx as the second function. Okay, so let us integrate it by parts. Okay, so or I is equal to a to the power mx sin bx divided by b, right? Then minus m log a base e, divided by b, and within third bracket. So within third bracket you can use integration by parts in this case. So in this case also a to the power mx is taken as the first function and sin bx as the second function. So a to the power mx is taken outside, integration of what? It is sin bx is the second function, sin bx dx, then minus sin. Okay, so here a to the power mx is the first function, so it is taken outside, integral sin bx dx minus integration of, this is second bracket, dy dx of a to the power mx, then integration of sin bx dx, second bracket closed dx, then third bracket is closed. So now this function is integrated by parts. Okay, so next, or I is equal to first term is kept as it is, a to the power mx sin bx divided by b minus, this is m log a base e divided by b within third bracket, a to the power mx into, what is the integration of sin bx dx? It will be minus cos bx by b, minus cos bx by b bracket closed, minus, then what is integration? So integration is kept as it is. So integration is kept as it is. What is dy dx of a to the power mx? It will be a to the power mx into log a base e into m. That is differentiation of m of mx. Differentiation of mx with respect to x is m. Okay, so that is a to the power mx is differentiated. A to the power mx into log a base e into, what is the differentiation of mx? It is m. Now what is the integration of sin bx dx? It is minus, this is minus cos bx divided by b, then what do we write? Dx, right? So here third bracket is closed. Understood? So now let us simplify it further. Or I is equal to, now this is a to the power mx sin bx divided by b, minus into minus is plus, right? So minus into minus is plus. Now let us write here first m a to the power mx into log a base e, right? M a to the power mx log a base e, then cos bx. This whole divided by b into b is b square. This b into b is what? This is your b square, right? Now next, minus into minus plus. This minus into minus is plus, plus into minus is minus. So I think you have understood it. So now in this case, this m into m is m square. This is your m into m is m square. Log a base e whole square. This is your log a base e whole square, right? And this b into b is divided by, that is your b square. Is that clear? Now there is integration of this is a to the power mx into cos bx dx. Is that clear? So we have opened this bracket and we have multiplied the expression within third bracket by minus m log a base c divided by b. So I think you have understood it. Okay. Now what will you do in the next step? Will you again integrate it by parts? So again, if you integrate it by parts, it will never be ended. Okay, this integration will never be ended. Okay, so now instead of this integration, you have to write I. That is, we have assumed integration of a to the power mx cos bx dx as I. So let us write here I. Okay, or I is equal to, let us take the LCM out here. This is your b square. Now this LCM b square is divided by b. That is your b. So it is b a to the power mx sine bx, right? Plus then m a to the power mx log a base c into cos bx. Is that clear? So next one, minus m square into log a base c whole square divided by b square into, so instead of this integration you can write I. So I think you have understood it. Okay, now let us find out the value for I. Actually in this case we are getting the value for I. So let us take this I term to the left hand side. So or this is I plus m square, then it is log a base c whole square divided by b square into I, which is equal to. Now what is common out here in the numerator? In the numerator a to the power mx is taken common. So within bracket what do we get? B sine bx, right? This is your b sine bx plus m into a to the power mx is taken common here. Then you can write log a base c into cos bx. Cos bx, this whole divided by, you can write b square. So let us simplify it now. So let us simplify it again. So let us get the value for I. So on the left hand side I is common. So here I is common. So within second bracket we have 1 plus m square into log a base c whole square divided by b square. Second bracket is closed. So I is common out here. So within second bracket we have 1 plus m square log a base c whole square divided by b square is equal to, right hand side is kept as it is, right? So this is a to the power mx, and within bracket what do we have? B sine bx. It is b sine bx, then plus m log a base c, then we have cos bx there. Then we have cos bx, right? So whole divided by, this is your b square. Is that clear? So what is common? What's the LCM here? So what's the LCM out here? LCM here is b square. So in the numerator we have b square plus m square into log a base c whole square, second bracket is closed, is equal to a to the power mx. Within bracket we have b sine bx plus m log a base c into cos bx, this whole divided by b square, right? So from both the sides you can cancel this b square, cancel it. Or now let us get the value for I now. What is I is equal to? This is a to the power mx within bracket b sine bx plus m log a base c into cos bx, this whole divided by what? This whole divided by This b square plus m square into log a base c whole square is taken to the right hand side. So you should write it in the denominator. So this is b square plus m square into log a base c whole square. This is log a base c whole square. This is log a, right? M square into log a base c whole square. Then what do we write here? Plus c. So this is the final answer. So this is also quite lengthy, but you can do it. So you can revise it at home. Okay. So you can copy it. Now we'll do the next question. So now we'll do the next question, that is question number 16. Before that, these two are your homework. That is question number 14 and question number 14 is same as the previous one that I just did it. Okay. So this question number 14 and question number 14 are of similar types. So you can do them at home. So let's do this question number 16 now. Okay. So as we see that there is cos square x. So I already told you that whenever you have cos square x, you have to multiply and divide by 2 so that we can have it in the form of 2 cos square x, so that you can use the formula for multiple angles. So what is 2 cos square x in multiple angles? It is 1 plus cos 2x. So you can simplify it and then you can easily integrate them. Okay. So let us first write, therefore I is equal to, so I is equal to integration of e to the power x, this is cos square x dx, right? So or I is equal to, for this cos square x you have to multiply and divide by 2. So it is half integration of e to the power x within bracket, it is 2 cos square x bracket close dx. Is that clear? So in the next step, what will you do now? So now in the next step, you can use the formula for 2 cos square x, or I is equal to half integration of e to the power x. And what is 2 cos square x? This is your 1 plus cos 2x bracket close dx. Is that clear? So now let us multiply them. Let us multiply them and separate integral sign and dx, or I is equal to, this is your half integration of e to the power x dx plus half, this is integration of e to the power x cos 2x dx. Is that clear to all of you? So we have got this expression, that is half integration of e to the power x dx plus half integration of e to the power x cos 2x dx. Okay. So now this is half integration of e to the power x cos 2x dx. Again you have to use integration by parts out here. Okay. You can easily integrate this first function. So or I is equal to, this is your half, this is e to the power x plus, it can be taken as now I1. Okay. So let us take this integration as I1. So let I1 is equal to, what is I1 here? It is half integration of e to the power x cos 2x dx. Right? So now let us evaluate this I1. So this is also half is constant and it is integration of the product of two different functions. One is e to the power x, that is your exponential function e, and next one is cos 2x, that is trigonometric function t. So which letter comes first in the word let or islet? T comes first. So in this case we can take this cos 2x as the first function and e to the power x as the second function. But I already told you that whenever you have exponential function and trigonometric function, you can take any one of these two functions as the first function and the other function as the second function. But let us use let word out here. Okay, so cos 2x is the first function and e to the power x is the second function. So or I1 is equal to half within third bracket, which is the first function here. Cos 2x is taken outside, it is the first function, integration of e to the power x dx, then minus integration of second bracket d by dx of this is cos 2x, right? Then integration of e to the power x dx, second bracket closed, dx, then third bracket is also closed, right? So let us simplify the expression within third bracket. Or I1 is equal to half within third bracket. What is integration of e to the power x? Let us first integrate. What is integration of e to the power x? E to the power x, this is cos 2x, right? Integration of e to the power x dx is e to the power x into cos 2x, minus integration of what is d by dx of cos 2x, minus sin 2x into 2 into what is integration of e to the power x dx, e to the power x, then you should write there dx, right? So third bracket is closed. So again multiplied by half. This expression within third bracket should be multiplied by half. So or I1 is equal to, this is half e to the power x cos 2x. So this is minus into minus is plus. Here half 2 gets cancels. So this is integration of e to the power x and this is sin 2x dx. Is that clear? So now again this is integration of the product of two different functions. Again you have to integrate it by parts. E to the power x exponential function e, sin 2x is trigonometric function, that is t. Let us take this sin 2x as the first function and e to the power x as the second function according to the word let or eyelet. Okay, so or I1 is equal to, this is half e to the power x cos 2x plus, let us write it within third bracket. So which is the first function out here? Sin 2x. So sin 2x is taken outside, integral sin e to the power x dx, then comes minus sign, integration of second bracket, this is your d by dx of sin 2x, right? Then integration of e to the power x dx, second bracket closed, dx, then third bracket is closed, right? So let us simplify expression within third bracket now. I1 is equal to half e to the power x cos 2x plus, now within third bracket. Now let us first integrate e to the power x dx, that is e to the power x into sin 2x, minus integration of what is d by dx of sin 2x? It is cos 2x into 2 into what is integration of e to the power x dx? That is e to the power x, then you have to write dx. Third bracket is closed. So now you can open this bracket now. Or I1 is equal to, this is half e to the power x cos 2x plus e to the power x sin 2x plus into minus, minus, and what's about that? 2 is constant, it is taken outside. 2 integral sin e to the power x cos 2x dx. Is it clear to all of you? So I think you have understood it. Okay, so now again will you integrate it by parts? No. Again, if you integrate it by parts, this integration will never be finished or ended. So in this case, so for this integration, you can write down its value from here. So what is integration of e to the power x cos 2x dx? Integration of e to the power x cos 2x dx is 2i1. You have to cross multiply by 2 here. So what is integration of e to the power x cos 2x dx? That is 2i1 is here, right? So or this is I1 is equal to half e to the power x cos 2x, right? Then plus e to the power x sin 2x minus 2 into, this is 2i1. 2 into, this is your 2i1, right? So now again you can simplify it further. So now again you can simplify it further. Again, let us simplify it further now. Or I1 is equal to, or I1 is equal to, first term here is half e to the power x, half e to the power x cos 2x, right? Then plus there is e to the power x sin 2x, e to the power x sin 2x plus e to the power x sin 2x minus 4i1, minus this is your 4i1, right? So I1 is equal to half e to the power x cos 2x plus e to the power x sin 2x minus 2 to the 4i1, okay? So, or what is, you can take this minus 4i1 to the left hand side. So it will be I1 plus 4i1 is 5i1 is equal to half e to the power x cos 2x plus e to the power x sin 2x. So now what is I1? So I1 is equal to, now you can cross multiply it, 5 2s are 10, 1 upon 10 e to the power x cos 2x plus 1 upon 5 e to the power x, then it is sin 2x. So I hope you have understood it. So this is the value for I1. So let us put this value for I1 in I. Since what was I here? I is equal to, it was half. It was half. Then what was the integration of e to the power x dx? That is e to the power x plus I1 was there, isn't it? I think it's minus I1, I think. Oh, not I1, not minus I1, but it should be plus I1, right? So there was 2 cos square 2x, it is 1 plus cos 2x, right? 1 plus cos 2x, and 1 plus cos 2x is multiplied by e to the power x plus e to the power x cos 2x. You can check it. You can check the beginning part. You can check that beginning part, right? You can check that beginning of this problem, right? So it is I is equal to half e to the power x plus I1, right? So, or I is equal to half e to the power x plus, what is I1? I1 is this one. I1 is this one, right? What is I1 here? This is 1 by 10 e to the power x cos 2x plus what do we write? 1 by 5 e to the power x sin 2x, then plus c. So this is the final answer. So I think you have understood this problem, okay? So you can revise it at home, you can copy it. So today also we did some problem, that is we did only 3 problems, but it was quite lengthy, but you can do it at home. So you can revise it at home. So you revise all the problems that we did in integration by parts. So in the next online class we'll do more problems on this integration by parts. So this much is for today.